Then when you got an offense as high-powered as the Camels, it just adds another level of supplement. Willie Havens fouls this first one back. Last at bat, Havens secured his first extra base hit of the season. It was his first extra base hit since last year against Longwood, which was a home run. 1-1 to him, misses inside. Count goes to 2-1.
Yeah, Willie fought the injury bug last year. He's fought it again this season, and much like we said last year, as the calendar started to turn to the month of May, be nice to get 14 healthy and get him right. Phoenix are on the front end of the conference schedule, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that as we get a little bit later into our time together. This weekend is important, but then there's a little bit of clearing in the forecast.
Havens awaits the 3-1, fouls this one straight back into the netting.
Custom Home begins with a dedicated builder. Wilson Homes meets that challenge, providing quality craftsmanship, quality home and life. Visit them online, wilsonhomesnc.com.
3-2 upstairs. Havens takes his free bag. Good job from Havens there. Talk about how good it would be to get Willie Havens back in the lineup. Could you imagine, Taylor, a combo of Havens, Broderick, Coulihan, three guys who are known to get on base, three guys who are known to draw the count in deep, three guys who are known to draw the walk.
Well, and also Havens can be a power guy, and so Willie's kind of that Swiss Army knife to kind of put him in at different spots in the lineup.
Bunt from Broderick down the first base line. Only play is to first, and Havens takes second on the fielder's choice by Boxrucker. 1-3 on the bunt, as Broderick gets a handful of high fives as he re-enters the Phoenix dugout. Sends it back to the top of the lineup for Connor Coulihan, who extended his hitting streak to 4 with a single back in the first inning. First pitch to him in the dirt, gets away from Nip, allowing Havens to scoot over to third with no problem. And all of a sudden, Taylor, it's not so much you get one to third and then the sac fly. Now you can just go straight to the sac fly. You can think about another bunt. You can think about really getting Willie Havens home. Well,
or you can take number 5 and do what he does best and just try to maybe extend out this count a little bit on Boxrucker, especially at 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes. Coulihan outside. Havens is going to try. Here comes the throw to the plate. Head first, slidey save. Boxrucker could not get there in time. The ball scooted all the way to the Phoenix dugout. And on 2 wild pitches back-to-back, Taylor, the Phoenix have taken the 3-2 lead.
We say it all the time that when it gets past home plate here, it can go anywhere. It can come straight back to you, or it can simply pinball. Watch this one. Hello. It simply bangs into the brick and goes left immediately, and that simply opens up the room for Havens.
That one was nowhere even close to the strike zone to begin with. Base is clear for Coulihan, who takes this one for strike 1 with 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th.
And I think a lot of that had to do with the patience of Connor at the plate, but certainly Havens' heads-up running style. Phoenix once again starting to figure out the top of this order, as Coulihan was inserted midweek. Shift is on with regards to the left side of the infield.
Coulihan takes this one high and outside. Count goes full at 3-2. Talk about the patience time and time again. Boy, how impressive was it right there to not bite at that high and outside corner that's been getting a lot of action this evening. Full count to him, misses again. Coulihan takes his free bag, and the Phoenix will try and start up the rally again. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
I know that sometimes we can wave the pom-poms for number 5, but it's a doggone art form to watch him, because right there was simply Boxrucker trying to figure out, okay, how much can I work this in? I've missed on the outside and back-to-backs, and he's not swinging the bat. Why is he not swinging the bat? You're supposed to swing the bat. And then all of a sudden you're trying to be so precise because he hasn't moved the bat. It's not he hadn't swung the bat. He hadn't moved the bat. All of a sudden, being precise gets you in trouble.
Reynolds fouls this one straight back into the netting. Count goes 1-1. You talk all the time about the psychological game that the pitcher has on the batter. You don't.
He would drive me nuts. Coulihan would drive me nuts on the mound because you'd just be sitting there going, why is he not swinging the bat? Why is he not moving the bat?
Like you said, an art form for number 5 of the maroon and gold. Throws over to him at first base, but he dives back plenty of time safely. One more time they look at Coulihan at first. Same result, no cookies there. Coulihan gets back to the bag safely. 1-1 to Berry, who stands in. Coulihan, 2-shuffle lead on the secondary. Berry takes that one high and outside.
Adam Berry, another one of those guys, the platoon version of this outfield. And Berry gets some work tonight. Granitel gets a night off. Offshack gets a night off.
Another chance to try and get Coulihan. Same result. Coulihan back in there safely. Count 2-1 to Adam Berry. We talked about the scouts in attendance, Taylor. I look to my right just as the pitch is about to go. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 radar guns, and that's just at first glance. Berry to the right side. That one gets through. Coulihan's going to try for third. He's rounding second. No throw into third base. Runners at the corners for the Phoenix. And all of a sudden, an inning that started with Willie Havens at second base with just one out has turned into first and third. The Phoenix already with the 1-run lead.
Well, everybody showed up to watch Ty Cummings. You may as well stay if you're a scout and watch a few more guys. And boy, what a great night for Adam Berry. Reached on the fielder's choice, and now he's reached base again and just does absolutely nothing but increase the confidence in the 2013 Elon University grad. Tyler Robinson emerges from the Campbell dugout. There is not a pitching change. He comes on mound visits or changes. It's simply a conversation with Box Rucker to make sure everybody is settled down. Box Rucker gives up the run. Gives up the run on a hit. We mentioned earlier the ERA. And we also mentioned earlier the average against Cade Boxrucker. Big South preseason freshman of the year in 2021 by perfect game. This is just his third run given up in the last 6 outings. It is his first earned run given up in the month of April. March 26, 1 inning of work against the Highlanders in the New River Valley of Radford.
Reynolds stands in, takes that one for strike number 1. An interesting note about Boxrucker as well, Taylor, is he's given up an average of 243 to the left-handed hitters. Who has he faced in this inning? Predominantly the left-handed batters. Havens, Berry, now Reynolds. We'll see if the Phoenix can attack Boxrucker where he struggles.
Well, the impressive number on Boxrucker as you get a look at the Reynolds home run. We told you earlier there has been no cheapies here on this Wednesday night. Everybody that's gone yard so far, Reynolds for the Phoenix and then 2 shots for the Camels, have certainly gotten their well-deserved distance.
Reynolds made it 16 home runs in his maroon and gold career, looking for 17, but Boxrucker finds the outside corner, rings him up looking for out number 2.
Just you want to know how good the Phoenix have been in getting the Boxrucker. We told you earlier, 9 earned runs, all right? Bear with me here. 5 against Rutgers in the opening weekend, 2 against Louisiana, the artist formerly known as Lafayette, on March 5th. A single run against App, a single run against Radford. That's it, except for the single run the Phoenix have gotten to him here in the bottom of the 5th.
And the Phoenix would like to make it more than 1. Runner still on third is Coulihan. Stevenson in the box. They'll check on Adam Berry at first, who's already shown off his wheels a couple of times in this one, offensively and defensively.
Second time in the last 8 efforts that he's given up an earned run.
First pitch to Stevenson is on the outside part of the plate for ball number 1. Haven scored earlier in this inning off of a couple wild pitches, gave the Phoenix the 3-2 lead. Still runners on base for the catcher Stevenson, who would look to bust this one a little bit further open. Coulihan at third, Berry at first. The 1-0 to Stevenson, swinging through that one is the catcher, 1-1.
First time Boxrucker's gone off speed. That is probably the right spot to take here, because I'm not real sure I'd put anything in the fastball category anywhere near 29 right now.
We touched upon it a little bit earlier. The 1-2 punch of Reynolds and Stevenson both came in with 42 hits. Stevenson 0 for 2 today, looking for hit 43, swings through that one. Count goes to 1-2.
That had a pretty good velo to it right there. There's some radar guns that are popping just below us, because the last two, the off-speed number, and then that one was a rising fastball that Stevenson just couldn't quite catch up to.
1-2 to Stevenson, 2 on, 2 out. Berry takes off for second, and the Camels will just let him have it. Pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-2.
Second stolen base of the night for Adam. Boy, he is making the most of his opportunity this evening. Good to see 2-1 back in the lineup.
2-2, swinging through it is Stevenson. He goes down on strikes. The Phoenix strand 2, but they get the 1 run. They lead it 3-2 from Latham Park. We'll come back in the top of the 6th inning. The Camels are looking for an answer.